Hey people, hi, this is Abhijit again. Welcome to my new video. We are continuing our discussion about drawing a portrait using one eye width, a single eye width that describes the whole face. So today we are going to give you a demo actually about how to use this method. And this is my setup. And as you may have guessed, I do not have the pro equipment for shooting YouTube videos, so I'm holding my mobile phone in my left hand and doing the sketches in my right hand, so I'll be multitasking, so please cooperate. Thank you. So this is Photoshop and this is the model we have chosen now. This photograph is from Unsplash. I've edited the tones to make it look bright, and this is absolutely vertical. You can see from the nostrils that the triangle of the nose is almost horizontal. The nostrils are almost like a slit. That means the face is vertical. So this is a vertical face. There's no tilting up or down. So the equipment I'm using here is two pencils. One is a 10B and the other one is a 12B. So that's a 12B and that's a 10B. Normally I have around 4 to 5 to 6 pencils just in case one wears out. I don't want to break my stride while sketching. And this is a pack of cards I have from Amazon, which I use for making thumbnails of landscapes or anything. I just sketch the landscapes here and I practice. I also use it to make graphite, a layer of graphite. So this is the most important tool, the eraser. So sometimes you may need to overuse it. Don't hesitate to use it. This is what will teach you how to draw. And this is my divider. So this is what we're going to start with. So this is a torquilon, I think it's pronounced a torquilon. It's a paper stump and we use it to do the preliminary sketch of the face. So what you do is you take this and you make a graphite mark on a piece of paper and you rub it onto that. So you keep it like that and you rub it so that you get some graphite onto the paper stump. So that we will be sketching the initial smudges with this paper stump, and then when you're satisfied that your tonal placements are okay, then we go on to the pencil level. Okay, so here we are ready. Now let me explain the face. So this is the width between two eyes. So this is one eye and this is the space between the two eyes. So again one eye, another eye, and this is 1.75. Now this is not the edge of the face. This is where the hair meets the temple. The edge of the skull would be somewhere here where the ear takes off. Alright? So that is, you have to take this line into consideration, not this line. This is just a hair on the temple. And same thing in this part also. This is the hair meeting the temple, and this where the ear meets the base of the skull. And slightly beyond that, because it's like a spear. The skull is like a spear. It curves around. So this is somewhere where you're going to take the measurement. So we will again, I'll show you the measurement. So this is 0.75. Okay, you need to see where exactly the edge of the skull lies. Same thing over this side. So that's 0.75 almost. And then from the base of the eyes, that is from this part, this line, using the same width, you'll get the top of the eyebrows. You draw that line, top of the line like that. And from the base of that, you measure 1. It is 1 from here and 2 from here. You get the base of the nose plus a little bit extra, like I discussed last time. That's the extra bit. And then from the base of the nose to the base of the bottom lip is another eye width, and from there to the base of the chin. Now here you notice that the chin is slightly above that line. So sometimes every face will have slightly different, slight variations. So you have to cope for that. You have to adjust for that. Okay. So once that is ready, what you do is you take your sheet of paper. I'm using another sheet here to show you how to make the placements. Now remember, I'm using only one hand. I'm very uncomfortable right now. This is not how I draw. I do not talk when I draw. I put some music, and then when I sketch, I'm totally focused on what I'm doing. Anyway, this is just to show you how to do it. So this is the piece of paper. I'm going to be showing you how to. So first thing you do is you place the face. Where is the face going to come? Now this is the base of the paper, and this is the top of the paper. So in this sheet, where are you going to place the face? So I will say I want the face, top of the skull to be here, and the base of the skull to be over here. So I'm doing this dark so you can see it, and then we draw a center line like this, very lightly. I'm here making it dark just to show it, you can see it. Now if I make a line very softly, you won't be able to see it. It's so faint, only I can see it. Now this is the top of the skull and this is the base of the skull. In the center of this lies the eye line, the center of the eyes. So you make a mark like that. Once you get that, you know that this is the middle of the eyes and this is one eye width. Alright. Now there is a way, of course, to measure exact measurements from the center of the eyes to this, but I won't go into that. So for your understanding right now, just make an average eye like this, and then you have to blur your eyes. So when you blur your eyes, what happens is, I'll use Photoshop's blur filter to show you what happens. So this is how you should see the eyes, the image, anything in front of you, whether it's a still life, an animal, a pet portrait, a landscape. When you blur your eyes and see things like this, you'll be only seeing the tonal differences, the light shades and the dark shades and the tones in between. I normally use around 7 tones of black and white to describe any image, but that may be a bit too much, but because I got so many years experience in painting, I'm used to seeing 7 tones, but my advice is for you to use only 5 tones as a starting. Use odd numbers, don't use even numbers. So 1, 2 on the left hand side, the light tones, 3 will be the middle tone, and 4, 5 is the dark tone. If you can handle it, use 7 tones. So again, when you're blurring your eyes, remember you shouldn't blur it like this in such a way that you will be seeing details of the eyes, like this, the lashes over here, the light and shade over here, the light here, the dark. No, you can't do that, because you don't want to go into details at this early stage. You want to see it very simple. You start the painting very simple, you see things very simply, and you just start from basics, and then from there you slowly build in the detail. You slowly feed in, because otherwise you will be overwhelmed by the detail. So this is how when you blur your eyes, this is how you should see the image in front of you, whether it's landscape or anything. So now I unblur it, and we are back to this. And now I'll be sketching this eyes using the paper stump. Alright, so here we go. We take the paper stump, and this is again the rough version. So blur your eyes and see the eyes like this, and then measure the rest of the stuff. So if I measure it like this, I will make marks 1, 2, 3, 0.75, 0.75 from the base of the eyes. So this is the line you need to use for the base of the eyes. So from there, you make another one eye there, top, then bottom here to the base of the nose, from there to the base of the lips, and to the base of the chin. Almost you get it to what you have marked. Okay, now, so I'll just show you that. This is the base of the eyes, and this is the center of the eyes, and this is the end of the eyes. Alright, and then from here to here is the top of the eyebrows. From here to here, I think this is where it will be, top of the eyebrows. And then from there to the 1, 2 to the base of the nose, 1 to the chin, and to the bottom lip, and then to the chin like this. So there you will get the outline of the face and the skull. So this is how you need to start. Now this is just to show you a sample of how you should approach it. I've already done this because I can't work with one hand. I've already done this, and I've already finished the paper stump part of it. Alright, so again, you blur your eyes, look at your subject, and so I'm blurring my eyes now. I'm looking up at my system, and I'm doing the eyes. So I already marked, you can see the marks over here, 1 eye, 2 eye, 3 eye, 0.75, 0.75. From here to here, 1 eye, 2 eye, and to the base of the nose, to bottom lip, and to the chin. So I already marked this because I can't do it while I'm shooting. So now you finish the rest of it. You know where the eyebrows top up. So normally the lines go like this, and then like that, the 3 angles, and you draw you use negative space. I use negative spaces negative shapes and negative spaces to define the drawing. And I will not talk now. I'll stop talking because I need to focus on what I'm doing. So just see if you can follow what I'm doing. I'm just detailing. I'm not doing any details now. I'm just smudging in what I'm seeing with my squinting eyes. So I'm squinting my eyes, and I'm just seeing the the blur of a shadow, and I'm just sketching that. I already have the marks to guide me. Okay, I hope I'm focusing properly. All right, so I think I'll keep it here. Right, so there you are. Next, the second eye. Follow the baseline of the eyes. Do it exactly where the line is falling so that it will be accurate. And see if you can get that petal shape of the eyes properly. No details at this point. Just draw what you see when you squint your eyes. Just smudge it in. No details, please. See that? You got the eyes. Now, focus on the negative space. I'm talking about this white area over here. This will tell you how much space is there between the top of the eyes and the eyebrows. So I'm looking now at the negative shape over here. So again, smudging the eyes. I'm now drawing the dark smudge that is there in between the eyes and the eyebrows, corner of the eyebrows. So, and then now I'm focusing on the space in between the eyebrows and the eyes. I will be setting up my professional camera equipment shortly, so hopefully I don't have to hold the camera in one hand, the brush in my teeth, and the pencil in my right hand and take YouTube videos. So there it is. That's a smudge of the eyebrows, and you can see here where I got the space almost exactly as it is there. All right. Okay, and then there is a small smudge here. So what you can do is, if you take a screenshot of this picture I'm holding now, and then paste it onto the left of your monitor, you can follow along with the video as to where I'm drawing, what I'm seeing. You can also blur your eyes and see what I'm saying. All right. So here it is. Take a screenshot, and we'll come back to the sketch. All right. So now this part goes like that. Very less shadow over here. Most of the shadow is on the right side of the face from my point of view. And now I'm going to the edge of the face. Remember that marking I did, 1.75, that's the outer end. Okay, this line is the outer end. I need to go inside slightly. Again, I'm looking at the negative space between the eyebrows here, this line and this edge of the hair on a temple. So this space is all I'm seeing now. And now I use the other end of the paper stump as I've used up the graphite. I'm going to take some more graphite here. Come back to my sketch. And even if you make a mistake and if you go over the space, you can always erase it. So the eraser is another tool I use to paint. I don't use it to erase things, just erase things. I use it to paint, to put in the white part. That's what most artists do. Now we do the lips. This is the bottom part of the lips. Okay, so we're getting it almost there. All right. You normally take a step back. You don't do it so fast as I am doing. Even I don't do it so fast. I take my time. I step back, make the correction. Now this is the bottom part of the lips, so we'll do that first. I'm seeing a blur, a dark swatch there. And the top of the nose, the top of the lips. This is the shadow of the nose, what I'm doing now. And the top of the nose, the top of the lips. which would be, now I'm looking at the negative space between this end of the shadow of a nose to the top of the lips. So this mustache area, the negative space there, is what I'm looking at now. So just think of a mustache there and just leave space for that mustache. And then draw the upper lips. Now normally the end of the eyes, this part, end of the pupil here, lines up to the end of the lips. So if you keep a straight line, a pencil like that, you see the end of the lips line up with the end of the pupil over there. Can you see it? So there you go. So we'll do the same thing. So this is the end of the pupil over here. So we'll just draw a line like that. Same thing this side, and that is the end of our lips. The tips of our lips, or the corners of our lips. So again, if you make any mistakes, not to worry. This is just a smudge. You can easily erase it. You get mechanical erasers, you get very good erasers, or they're pretty erasers. So there's a lot of ways you can actually correct those things. So that's her lips done. Alright, and then this is the shadow of her lips. And then we do the bottom of her chin. Wait a minute, so this is, I'll just remeasure it. This is one eye, this is two eyes, this is the top of the eye, this is the bottom of the nose, this is the bottom of the lip, and this is the bottom of the chin. So this line is the bottom of the chin, this one. And remember when we measured, we saw that it was slightly less, but I think this should be okay if I draw it here. So I'll just draw the chin over there. Again, I'm blurring my eyes, squinting my eyes. Normally what happens, I observed, is people who don't have a habit of squinting, they forget to squint. And they again get immersed in detail. At this point, detail can damage your painting. Remember that. Detail at the early stages of making a painting can damage your painting. So don't go for detail now, just see a smudge. Just put in huge swatches of tone and light there that describe the basic structure in a very light way. It's as if the face is emerging from a mist, like a ghostly face. It just appears on the paper and it's emerging out of the mist. Something like that. So keep that in mind and don't go for details. Just paint the negative spaces, the negative white patches, and keep your distances and your measurements accurate enough, and then it's easy to do that. So here we have the face. Like I said, I'm multitasking here, and I'm also talking, which I don't do while I paint, so may not be that accurate. But at this stage, we just want to lay a foundation of the eye, of the face. So there you are. I don't think it's close, but not yet. We can work it now. And do the hair over here. And this side, we define the forehead a little bit. And you do know that the bottom of the nose to the top of the eyebrows is where the ears are. So the ears would normally be somewhere like this. In this sketch, it's over here. Now it's the first time I'm using detail. So there you go. I think maybe the chin may be too big here, so we will shorten that. Okay, so some hairs over there, like that. Some more hair over here. Just a ghost. See, the thing is, the face will appear like a ghost, like a hazy ghost face in the mist. So there you are. This is it. This is the basic work. That's the one. I think my face is a bit long. I normally don't sketch like this. And I keep it vertical next to the image like this. This is how I do the sketch, because then you get a more accurate. So what happens in this layout is when you're looking at the monitor, which is vertical, and then you shift your eyes to the horizontal one, I tend to make a lot of mistakes. So anyway, this is just to show you how we go about it. So once you finish this, Then you can stop squinting and you can just do the eyes. So we'll start with the eyes and see how I'm holding the pencil. I'm not holding it like this, I'm holding it like this. And you don't draw, you just again keep the smudging principle, keep smudging it and squint slightly if you want, if that will help, and draw the eyes. So that's it. That's your eye. And using the graphite you just scrub that graphite out. Now do the eyebrows. Okay, now here comes your faithful eraser, and you erase out the parts that you think is not good. Alright. So there you are, one eye done. Now we can continue smudging a little bit, like putting mascara on a face. So you get a nice little smudge for the shadow over there. We'll come back and again do the final touches to that. So at this stage we just want the structure to come up here. See that? You got one eye. Same thing for the rest of the face, the eye on this side. Now I don't want to make this video too big, so I'll just do the nostrils and you can stop it there so that you'll know how to proceed. No need to smudge your eyes, you can do a little bit of smudging if that will help you. So for the nose, highlights on the nose, you smudge a little bit inside the highlight and then use your eraser to remove the highlights. So this is how you would do it, and there you go. So that's the nose and that's one eye. Now I think I'll do the lips too, so it gives you an idea how to proceed. For the eyes, do it the same way I did this. Smudge your eyes a little bit and then squint your eyes a little bit and do that. Now I'll start with the top, the bow of the lips. Again, don't try to define it the normal way. Use small sketchy strokes to get the shape. This is my style, your style might vary. And this is how I like to do it. I like to form the shape using small strokes, small quick strokes. I'm getting the bottom shadow of the upper lip. Okay, so here I think it goes downwards, which is not how it does there. And now you can see the slight light and shadow effect on the top of the lips and the top of the bottom lip. So we're going to carve that out using the eraser. Okay. There you go. Now the rest can be done with the paper stump. Okay, so that's the lips. You need to fine tune it. It's not so bright. I think this is fine now. There's a few strokes over there. So that's your lips. All right. And we'll remove the excess of shadow here. So that there is a beautiful curve of a chin. All right. Now the base of the chin. So again I'm going to just use a paper in a sidewise motion, smudging my eyes a little bit and just drawing the side there. Just drawing the side over here. I will leave the fingers out for now. And I'll now switch to this part and I'll draw and sketch in the temple area. And I'll also do the ears. Remember that the aim of these tutorials in my YouTube channel is to show you how to do oil painting the alla prima way. This is not to teach you how to draw, because this is how to use a brush just like you would a pencil, and how to straight away start doing portraits on the canvas. This is known as alla prima. You can use this method for drawing, obviously it will work, but the main aim of what I'm doing here is to teach you how to do, to show you how to do alla prima portraits using the eye method, the one eye method. So this is as far as I'll go for this demo. The rest is just very easy. So there you are. I mean, obviously it doesn't look quite close. The measurements are a bit off. I don't know. I mean, her features are a bit off, but I don't paint like that. I normally keep it next to the picture and I draw it. This just to show you how I proceed. Then you can now draw the eyes and all. This comes in the end after you finish everything. Again, just note the way I'm holding the pencil. It makes it very easy to sketch like that. Yeah, and some shadow works over here. You can use a smudger. Some shadow work on this side, on that side, and that's it. So this is as far as I'll go now. So this is the technique I use, and this is how it's very easy to draw a portrait using this method. Although I really have not got a likeness to the face, and the fingers are not consistent, just to show you how I approach it. All right, this is a beautiful technique, and most of the time you'll get a very accurate drawing, provided you're not multitasking. So just practice this and comment below if you show me your works, post them in the comment section, and so that I can see them. All right, so happy painting. See you in my next video. And here's the finished sketch. After I ended that first part, I must have spent around 20 minutes to do this, finish the rest of it. It's a bit of fine tuning. This is not my best work, but it's a demo piece, so you need to allow for a bit of mistakes here and there, but you can see that the effect is pretty good, right? The portrait is pretty good. Now if you've done it more focused, it'll definitely come out great. So please try this technique and tell me about it, how you fare in it. If you need to ask any questions, please post in the comments below. Okay, so this is Abhijit over and at